Hello, hello. Welcome to my HHN 25 opening night vlog. Here I'm just gonna be filming kind of what's going on throughout the night. My name is T-Dog. You can call me Tyler, call me Ty. Yeah, join me. First, we're gonna be checking out Margaritaville, seeing if they have any cool special Halloween Horror Nights offerings, and then we'll be waiting in line around 4:30, getting there about hopefully an hour before opening, so that way we can hit one of the first mazes for early entry, and then go from there and kind of see how the night goes. Kind of want to keep an eye on the app and track the the wait times and see fluctuates. It's opening night, so I'm not quite sure what's going to be popular fan favorite. Probably Five Nights at Freddy's and Terrifier, which are on polar opposites of the park. So I think I'm going to start in the lower lot first and then make my way up when the park opens. So it's currently about 3:10. We're going to stop by Margaritaville and see what kind of offerings they have for Horror Nights. Maybe it's some kind of spicy, scary cocktail. We'll find out. So they do have two options for Horror Nights. They have the Bloody Rum Runner, which is a spiced rum, blood orange, passion fruit syrup. I don't know how to say that. Bitters, grenadine, and orange juice. And then they have this sparkling sangria. It's a sparkling wine, mango rum, elderflower liqueur, blood orange sour, orange lime, maraschino cherry, and then served in a blender cup. I don't think I'm going to do this one because I don't really want to go back to my car and drop off the blender cup, so I'm probably going to go with the Bloody Rum Runner. So here it is. There's the Bloody Rum Runner. That doesn't taste like it has alcohol at all. It tastes super sweet, a little sour, but super easy to drink, and I would recommend it. So we just got done in Margaritaville. I can't recommend it enough. I mean, you could see just based off of the B-roll I got, there's nobody in there before Horror Nights, and it's sold out on opening night, so it's always a must-do on my list before I come into the parks for Horror Nights. Just quick, easy, and you're in and out of there real quick. So they got the red carpet out. Typically, I believe this is for like content creators and big influencers. They come here and they take their photos and they go into their RIP tours. Right now, we're headed towards security. We're gonna basically just get in line as early as possible so we can beat the crowd. It's probably about like, I wanna say 85. It's not too bad. Hopefully it cools down later, and hopefully we can get through all the mazes and get some footage for you guys. We just got past security and it's about 3:50. It's actually not too busy. I think we'll be hopefully right in front, about an hour and a half until we get to go in the park. I think they let us in around 5, and then 5:30 is the start time when they actually start letting us go through the mazes for the early entry. I can't recommend early entry enough. I just have a standard ticket, and you can get most of the houses done, even if you don't stay the whole time, just because you have early entry. This is kind of what's going on right now. Not too bad, not too crazy, pretty manageable, but I would imagine that it's just gonna get crazier as the night progresses because it is opening night, it's sold out. I believe early entry and express is sold out, so we will see. We're approaching, they're just gonna kind of hold us in here until about 5 o'clock, and then we'll go from there. They should let us in about 5 o'clock, and then that gives us time to go to the lower lot or the back lot and wait in line for the Terrifier, but I'm gonna wait for Five Nights at Freddy's. I think that's gonna be the more busy attraction, and we'll go from there and just kind of eyeball the wait times. So right now it's about 4:40. The lines are still doing pretty good. This is for early entry. They should be letting us in at about 5 o'clock. It's kind of what the crowd's looking like. Not too bad, pretty clear, but if you're trying to get these houses done, this is the way to go.
Bye. Come on in.
Cool. Thank you, boss. So we just got in. We just got our wristbands. We're gonna scan in, and we're probably just gonna be held off right here. Right now, we're just kind of all mad dashing down. Gonna hit FNAF first.
Also, there is no smoking, please. As you step on the escalators, please stand in the center of the step. Keep your feet forward.
We're about to head into Five Nights at Freddy's. Right now at the lower lot, there's only Five Nights and Scarecrow open, so we're gonna hit Five Nights first because that's probably gonna be the busier house of the night, and we'll be the first ones in line for early entry. All right, so we are in the queue for Five Nights at Freddy at early entry. We're gonna turn this corner to the left because we are not blessed enough to have express, and we will find out how bad the line actually is. Looking pretty long, but not too bad. I think we'll probably be in within 30 minutes. So it's now about 6 o'clock. We've been in line for about 30 minutes. We're about to go into the sound stage, and then we're gonna update you on when we get out. we're about to head into Five Nights at Freddy's. Pretty excited for this one. I don't think it's gonna be too scary. I think it's just gonna be really cool to see all the props that they created for this.
Introduce you to the stars of the show.
Just got out of Five Nights at Freddy's. It wasn't that scary. It was cool just seeing everything trying to jump at you and come to life. It was more just cool to see it all in physical form than it was scary. I think the one that's gonna get me the most is probably Scarecrow. That one got me pretty good the last time I went through it. We're gonna head over to Scarecrow right now. This is probably one of my, well, there's only 2 original mazes this year. There's Monstruos and Scarecrow. This is probably my more favorite one. Like I said, the last time I was on this one, they got me pretty good. The chickens pooping was pretty rough, so I hope I don't get pooped on again this year. Right now, we're about to go into Scarecrow, and it seems like the line's pretty dead right now. This is the way to do it. Five Nights, hit that first. It might take a little bit, but you know, it ate up some of our time. We're at 6:25, but we're about to walk into this maze, and we don't even have express or anything like that, so we'll see. Mind if I go in front? Yeah. Cool.
Turn
We just got out of Scarecrow. That one got me pretty good. You'll see probably in the footage me jumping a couple times. I didn't scream, but they sure startled me. Now we're passing the Five Nights at Freddy's queue again, and it's looking pretty empty, so I don't know what my recommendation would be at this point. Currently, the wait time says 80 minutes on the app, and that's not 80 minutes, there's no way. You could definitely go and wait for Scarecrow first and go get a drink and then head on to Five Nights. I don't know what it's gonna be like. This is opening night, so I'm not sure. You know, just gotta play it by ear. Alrighty, so we're in line for the Wyatt 6. This one's also pretty high on my scare factor for me. I've seen Orlando. The costumes are pretty gnarly. I just want to see someone get suplexed. I'm gonna be really disappointed. I know in Orlando no one's really wrestling, which I know the characters are really cool, but man, I want to see someone get suplexed. Seems like they're organizing early entry pretty well this year. Years before, it's just been kind of a mad dash, and right now we're almost on to our third maze. We've been here since 6:47. General, everyone's allowed in at 7, so we'll have done 3 mazes, and then we hit Jason, and then we're done with the lower lot. We'll move up and probably hit the Tram after this, and we're already halfway through the houses. So I think definitely early missions the way to go.
There's been loss. Too much. But now we must set the captives free. Do you think we are sick? Now we'll make them all pay for their sins. Now we'll make them all pay for their sins. There you are. Make them all pay for their sins. Nobody. We're here. To forget about all of us.
So we just got out of the Wyatt 6. Man, that one was a lot scarier than I thought it was gonna be. I try to be pretty quiet during this footage, and you'll probably see my camera jump a couple times, maybe a little ooh, a little up. But I'm trying to stay as quiet as possible, but they really target the camera. Now we're going to Jason. This one I've heard is pretty dang scary. The lines have been really good so far, but I think this one is gonna be a lot busier just looking at it. But I think Jason and Five Nights at Freddy's and the lower lot are gonna be your most busy mazes, so maybe that would be the way to do it during early entry. It seems like they're really holding non-early entrance ticket holders until 7, because we haven't really seen crowds for these mazes. This is that massive retaining wall that they've been working on forever, and it's just crazy to see it in person for once. It's pretty dang huge. Finally about to get into the Jason maze. I don't even remember how long we've been in line for this. I think we got in about 6:30, so a little over an hour. If you can see that, if it's not backwards, but should hopefully smooth out soon, and see you soon.
While the others just watched.
Just got out of Jason. That one was pretty good. It got me quite a few times. I don't know. You'll see, like I said, my camera jumps. I'm trying to get these shots, but they're scaring me myself. I'm just behind the camera, so if you're getting scared, I'm probably getting scared too. So this is the Jason line that we just got out of. It's still looking pretty long, but we just finished the lower lot. We're gonna be heading up the escalators, probably hit Tram next. Whoops.
Are you making moves?
Yeah, no, I didn't mean to. So this is my boy Eric. I just met him actually before even coming in. I was showing up on my own. What do you think so far, Eric?
It's fun.
It's fun?
Long lines. I'm doing general admission in a minute.
What's your favorite house of the night?
Jason.
Jason, really?
Yeah.
Okay. What was your favorite scare?
I got blood splatter and it went in my eyes. So that was cool.
I think that's why Wyatt 6 is my favorite, because I got sprayed by a witch in a pot. So Terrifier's still doing some damage, and Five Nights is actually trailing behind. So, I mean, maybe I'm doing it all wrong, but you know, maybe you want to hit Terrifier first. Oh man, it's pretty dark right here. So that was the little mini scare zone that they just added this year. It's called, I believe it's Hellbullyz. It's a little micro scare zone. It's kind of nice. I don't know how that's gonna work out in the future when it's super busy, but the Tram is 5 minutes right now. So we're gonna head over there and hopefully get scared a little bit. It is Megan again, Megan 2.0, Black Phone 2, and The Purge, you know, again. Honestly, like, yeah, even a Killer Clowns repeat would have been better, I think. But you know, it is the 15th anniversary, so I think that's why we're getting a repeat. What about you? Dang, bro, I've never felt so close to you now.
Hi, me again. Just one more thing. This is as far as the Tram is gonna take you. That's right, people. You're gonna have to get out and walk. Good luck.
Mostly. The sketch is back.
Is a place I conjured out of hate. Nothing burns like the cold. It's not flame, it's ice. The cold. Hell is not flame. You want to see a magic trick? You want to see a magic trick? Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. I wanna hurt you. Look what you made me do. To all of you out there, wherever you may be. He's got your baby. He's got your baby. He's got your baby.
fully realize your predicament. I'm not sure you fully realize your predicament. I'm not sure you fully realize your predicament. I'm not sure you fully realize your predicament. I've run the simulation 1,000 times and it always ends the same way. You die. I've run the simulation 1,000 times and it always ends the same way. You die.
That was good. It was very good. There was a little bit of mixture of everything. There was The Exorcist. What else was there? There was The Grabber, so Black Phone. There was Megan, The Purge, but Insidious. Insidious was really nice. I would say that's one of the better terror trams that I've been to. I recommend doing it. Hello.
Hi guys.
We're with Mouse Vibes, and we just ran into her for the first night of Horror Nights.
And this is his first vlog, which is like a really big deal.
It really is. I'm nervous, but I think we're trucking along and we're just getting our feet wet. So.
You're crushing it, and everybody starts somewhere, and I get nervous every single time. And like, what a special event to have your first vlog.
I know. Yeah, it really just put me under the fire, and I appreciate you taking part of this. This is awesome.
Of course.
So,
hi guys.
Any highlights that you have?
Okay, the Fallout house was actually really fire. In Orlando, it wasn't the best, but here it's really good. And the Monstruos 3 had really, really good scares.
Okay, I haven't done any of them yet, so I'm looking forward to it. And she blessed me with a what do they call them?
Friendship bracelet.
Yeah, this is my first one. I'm new to this friendship bracelet thing. I see them all over Reddit, so I'm like, I never got one. So thank you for being my first friendship bracelet.
Thank you.
Hope you have a great night.
Thank you.
I got the Atomic Blast, and then I also got these Yum Yum deviled eggs. These are more of like a sweet pineapple chamoy dessert. We're gonna try the Atomic Blast first. It's a little sour, which is kind of nice. It's not really like straight alcohol. Once again, another juicy. Honestly, it's similar if you ever had a Voodoo Ranger Juice Force IPA, kind of like that, but not as hoppy. All right, we're gonna crack into the Yum Yum eggs. Oh, whoa. Oh, this is strange. It's like slimy. Is it an egg? I don't think I thought it was like a Jello. Really good, but it's really strange. It's like it feels like a real hard-boiled egg cut in half, so you really have to like manhandle it and then just shove it in your mouth, like I guess like any normal deviled egg, but a little bit slipperier. It's sweet, very like almost decadent, like a kind of like a cake frosting, but yeah, I would say like a 7 out of 10. Definitely try it. If you're gonna eat it by yourself, probably don't get it. But if you have 2 or 3 people to share it with, I think that's kind of the crowd.
This is the Radaway Lemonade, and this is the loaded cram fries.
It kind of cooks himself already.
It kind of turns into one consistency. They tried to have crispy onions on it, but by the time I got it, it's not really crispy anymore. The Radaway tastes the way I would expect Radaway to taste. It kind of burns, but it kind of tastes the way the chainsaws smell, if that makes sense. For Fallout, yeah, it's pretty cool.
We have a Megan popcorn bucket. Okay. Pretty cool Hello Kitty Chucky driving a Hello Kitty Chucky car. But then they also have a Terrifier popcorn bucket. I don't know. I couldn't have this, man. I couldn't own this. This guy's freaky. Let's go. Let's go. We're about to go in the Fallout house. I'm not sure what to expect. Maybe they'll blow up Nuketon. That's all I know, man. That would be great. I want to see that happen live.
Keep up that party in front of you. Welcome, welcome. All the way forward, welcome.
Whatever happened here happened a long time ago. Whatever happened here happened a long time ago. Whatever happened here happened a
We're heading down to Poltergeist and Terrifier. We're probably gonna do Poltergeist first, and then we'll see where the night takes us. I think Terrifier is about, right now I think it's like 120 minutes, so I don't really want to wait in that at the moment. So we'll see. Definitely gonna hit it by the end of the night, but I guess save the scariest for last. You got me. Thank you, sir.
Oh boy.
The line was about all the way backed up to here when we got off the Terror Tram, so it's a good sign that it's definitely pushed in a little bit more. I think currently, yep, it's still 120 minutes, but we're gonna hit the Poltergeist next. He just got out of Poltergeist. That one is really, really good, actually. I wasn't really super excited for it, but the ending, there was just a really crazy scene that they got me. A lot of cool effects. The big old skeleton head that's jumping out of you. Alrighty, we're about to jump into the Terrifier maze. Currently, it's 100-minute wait, and it is 11:54, so we will hit all the mazes tonight. But I think this is our last one for the night. It is now 12:57 and they've officially started shoving us through the maze, so enjoy the conga line Terrifier footage. My favorite.
have to tell you? Don't freaking try to scare me when I'm on my break. Hey, you're not supposed to be. Okay, dude. How many times do I have to tell you? Don't freaking try to scare me when I'm on my break.
We just got out of the Terrifier maze. It was actually a lot better than I expected. A lot of cool scares. Not as wet. You're not gonna get wet in that. Just be careful of the curtains. The curtains are a little wet, and if he's killing in front of you, you're probably gonna get sprayed just a little bit, but nothing to be worried about. Not really worth a poncho, but very creative. A lot of the scares were really awesome. I mean, there was one where he was kind of acting as a cast member in like a little black coat, kind of waving you to go to the left, and then he jumps out and scares you. That was really cool, and a lot of good scares, a lot of good jumps, and I'd probably give that I want to say 8 to 9. That was a pretty solid house. Alrighty, well that's gonna be it for my first vlog. Thanks for joining me. We were able to hit all the houses. Tram was really good. Terrifier was extremely surprising. Glad I didn't get as wet as I did. And Y6, scary, awesome. And if I were to have to pick my favorite, I'm gonna have to say Poltergeist. I know that might be not the scariest house, but it was pretty clever, the clown was really cool. The big TV skeleton head coming out at you, jumping at you was pretty awesome. Maybe it'll change as I come out throughout the season, but you'll have to stay posted for that. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one. Don't make the mistake I made. I totally did not remember or even make a mental note of where I parked. Thanks for making it to the end. Hope you had just as much fun watching it as I did filming it. Looking to create some more content for HHN and Disneyland and maybe some Knott's Berry Farm? Please leave me some feedback in the comments to see what I can improve on. Without further ado, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.